Let's get right into it. According to a new report from the American Bankruptcy Law Journal, Donald Trump's political return may have directly contributed to XRP's massive price rally. The report, written by Jessica G. McKinlay, a law professor from the University of Idaho, highlights something that many crypto investors might have felt, but now there's academic analysis backing it up. Since Trump's 2024 presidential campaign, XRP has seen a dramatic rise in value, from 50 cents in November 2024 to $2.90 by December. It even hit $3.40 in January 2025. CNBC actually called XRP the biggest winner of the Trump-era crypto optimism. Let's talk about why that happened and what's really going on behind the scenes. First, the report highlights something very specific. Regulatory mood and political leadership can shape crypto markets in a big way. Trump made it clear that his administration would focus on supporting innovation and reducing government interference. That kind of messaging, especially after years of legal uncertainty around XRP, gave investors a reason to believe that smoother waters were ahead. And the markets responded. XRP surged, not only because of Trump's promises, but also due to a shift in actual leadership at regulatory agencies. For instance, the report notes that former SEC Chair Gary Gensler, who led the lawsuit against Ripple for years, was replaced. This change reduced the legal pressure around XRP almost overnight, and that gave the market even more confidence. Now, let's take a moment to discuss what SMQKE, a well-known XRP community researcher, pointed out from this report. He highlighted one of the most important themes. Crypto investors deserve better legal protection. And it's not just about regulation in general. It's about what happens when things go wrong. Take the FTX collapse, for example. Many customers who thought they owned their crypto outright ended up treated as unsecured creditors in bankruptcy court. That means they were way down the list when it came to getting any money back. McKinlay argues that this needs to change. She wants crypto holders to be classified more like secured creditors or even as full owners under legal frameworks like Article 12 of the Uniform Commercial Code. That's not just legal theory. It's about protecting everyday people from losing everything because of a lack of clarity. McKinlay also proposed a national system for tracking crypto assets and liens to help courts determine who owns what. This would make it harder for fraud to happen and easier for rights to be enforced. The report is also very clear on one point. While it praises some tokens, it corrects misconceptions too. For example, it notes that XRP was never dependent on the Ripple exchange. In fact, XRP runs on the XRP ledger, XRPL, which is independent of Ripple as a company. It's also environmentally friendlier than Bitcoin. The report says, because XRP is pre-mined and doesn't require the kind of energy-intensive mining that Bitcoin does. Transactions on the XRPL confirm within seconds and cost a fraction of a cent, according to McKinlay's analysis. This makes XRP not just fast, but also efficient and scalable. Now, to be fair, the report isn't only about XRP. It also talks about Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin, as always, gets credit for being the largest and most recognized cryptocurrency. The report says Bitcoin hit a new all-time high of over $100,000 during Trump's inauguration, again because of optimism around looser regulations. But it also warns about Bitcoin's drawbacks, especially the environmental toll and the growing centralization of mining power in a few hands. Ethereum, on the other hand, gets a more balanced review. The report appreciates its use beyond just currency, smart contracts, NFTs, and decentralized apps. It even praises Ethereum's move to proof of stake, which cuts down energy use dramatically. But again, XRP was the standout in this report, both in terms of market performance and its legal significance. The shift in U.S. political leadership clearly helped XRP, especially as Trump's campaign promises began to materialize into real policy direction. Replacing Gensler and signaling a friendlier stance toward crypto regulation were powerful signals to the market. Still, the report urges caution. It doesn't say that XRP's future is guaranteed. Rather, it shows how deeply politics and law are tied to crypto outcomes. A favorable administration today doesn't remove the risks tomorrow. So, where does that leave us? Well, if Trump's administration continues to deliver on pro-crypto policies, we could see more upward momentum, not just for XRP, but for the broader crypto market. But it also means investors need to pay close attention to policy shifts, not just price charts. And more importantly, this report reminds us that regulation doesn't always have to mean restriction. If done well, it can offer protection, clarity, and a foundation for real growth. So the big takeaway here? Politics matters. Law matters. And for XRP, it seems like Trump's return may have done more than just shake up Washington. It might have given XRP its strongest rally in years. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about this connection between politics and crypto. Do you believe XRP can keep climbing under the Trump administration? Or is this just a temporary boost?